Okay, well, the flight to Denver didn't work out very well in the Zibo, so let's take a flight to Key West from Opa Locka, Miami area, in the VFlyteAir Arrow. Let's actually go ahead and oops, get the flight set up first. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. Hang on, let me turn this music down. Sim crashed, CTD, and not cross the ditch, like crash to desktop. Crash the desktop. Oh my gosh. Anyway, let's connect in as for 1202 Romeo. It's a Piper Arrow. And what's our flight plan? Yeah, let's go. About 8,000 feet, 140 knots-ish, 143 really. But I would usually flight plan for. Manatee, Mojito, Goosell will be our route. Let's file that. Got Miami Center online, that's cool. All right. Well, let's see if we can get a full flight in here. Let's go to VR. Here's the Piper Arrow VFlyteAir. We've got a new model coming out, a new version coming out. It's awesome. I've tested it. New autopilot, new Aspen's been updated. It's got G5s, full 650 integration. Anyway, let's fly the current version. Let's just go nice leisurely flight from Opa Locka to Key West. Hopefully we won't crash the desktop again. Let's go into VR. See you on the other side. All right, here we are in the VFlyteAir Piper Arrow 3. Great airplane. Let me pull up the windows I need here. And then we'll just get on our way. I'm pretty familiar with this aircraft since I fly it IRL in real life. And it's a great model. Love the VFlyteAir Arrow. It's just awesome. It's fun to fly. It's true to the actual Arrow. Ground handling's a little squirrely, but I think that's all resolved in the new version, which is, you know, like I said, coming out hopefully pretty soon. Because the new model is really cool. All right, let's get X-Pilot up here, nearby ATC. We've got Miami Center. Hopefully they'll be online for a little while. Let's get Avitab up here with our clearance. And let's at least get battery power on and call them up, and then we'll start. Get my switches turned off here. Oops. Beacon needs to be on. Let's go ahead and power on here.
Well, you know what? Let's just start it up, and then we'll call for our clearance, because we want to power the avionics on, obviously, without having the engine started. So let me move the yoke over here a little bit. My physical yoke. All right, startup procedure is going to be fuel pump. Fuel pump come on, and then we'll prime until we get positive fuel flow. Then we'll back to idle cutoff, and then start. In this aircraft, that's not exactly how it works. Oh, no. All right. So we got. We'll go fuel pump on. We'll go mixture full rich until we get positive fuel flow, which we're gonna. We have off. Fuel pump's coming back off, and then what we'll do is, now again in this aircraft it likes to have mixture full rich while we crank, so we'll just do that. Good. Lean for ground operations here. All right, avionics master can come on. And let's call up and get our clearance. Hopefully we're not too busy. 135, 175. All right. Miami Center, good evening. Arrow 1202 is at Opa Locka, looking for our IFR to Key West.
Number 1202 Romeo, Miami Center, clearance on request, standby.
100. Cool. Go ahead and spin in Key West here. Obviously on startup we would have checked that the oil pressure level had come up, and it did. Hopefully they're not going to give us a full route clearance, because that would be hard to write down, but we'll deal with it. We got Avitab up here. At Fort Lauderdale, it looks like ground, ATC, cool.
Miami Center, Spirit Wings 3108 at 360. Sorry, 3108, Miami Center, squawk 4664. Number 1202 Romeo, full route clearance, advise ready, copy.
Yep, advise. I'm sorry, yes, I am ready to copy, but if you could go a little slow, I'm in VR, so I'm kind of scratching this down. Thanks. 1202.
1202 Romeo, no problem. You're clear to the Key West Airport via the Miami 8 departure. Radar vectors to Manatee. That's Mike November Alpha Tango Echo. Direct Marathon NDB Mike Tango Hotel. Then direct. Initial climb 2,000. Expect 8,000. 5 minutes after departure. Departure this frequency. Squawk 4635.
Okay, November 1202 is cleared to the Key West Airport via the Miami 8 departure, then radar vectors to Manatee, and then direct Marathon direct destination. We'll climb maintain 2, expect 8 and 5. We'll stay with you for departure, squawking 4635 for 1202.
5002 Romeo, read back correct.
Okay, thanks. And should we call you when ready for taxi?
Roger. Springs 3108, radar contact 53 miles
Cool.
south.
All right. Awesome.
The
All right, Key West. And
VR cross Junior at and maintain 12000. Miami altimeter 3002.
Departures the Miami. Oh, we don't.
Cross Junior 12000 for
Okay, I don't have the Miami 8
3108.
there. Miami 8 radar vectors to Manatee. We'll just put Manatee in here.
Put the 812 heavy. We're going to be holding short of runway 26 left. Delta 812 heavy, RNF to Crocs, runway 26 left, clear for takeoff. Clear for takeoff, runway 26 left, Delta 812 heavy.
Manatee.
Brigade 4550, runway 27, clear to land, Key West, wind 340 at 6.
What happened there? Key West. Then MN November Alpha Tango. Manatee, then direct Marathon. Cool. Tango. L. Cool, then direct destination. So it's Key West, Manatee, Marathon, direct destination, not this. We'll climb and maintain 2, so let's put that in here. Altitude 2000. Ooh. 2000, and we'll expect 8, 5 mics later. Frequency's going to stay with him. Cool. Alright. So let's pull up the Miami 8. Let's go AOP. Oh, you know what? OPF. We need to go ahead and reverse the route. Maybe that's why. Yeah. Invert. You know what? Let's remove this. I screwed this up already. Let's see. There. Yep. So departure is the Miami 8. Now it's probably going to find it, right? No. Okay. All right. OPF. Go back to our flight plan here. My fault. Bear with me here. This is actually how long it takes to spin this in the real 430. Burn lots of fuel doing this. That's why Flight Stream 210 is nice. Opa Locka, Manatee, Marathon, Tango, Hotel, Manatee, Hotel, Key West. Cool. Alright.
Delta I-12, radar contact, altitude passing.
That's there. 4635. Out. And let's pull up the Miami 8. Probably just going to be a lot of, yeah, it's just
Delta 812, radar contact, say altitude.
radar vectors, Manatee, that's fine.
Okay, passing 2,000 feet.
Might as well
Delta 812, climbing tape level 340.
get in
Climb maintain 340, Delta 812 heavy.
Key West as well. Nope. Key West. Alright, what's going on here? Key West. There we go. And the approach, we'll just figure that out. We're in the air. Cool. All right. I think we're ready to go here. Go ahead and get the altimeter. I think it's set, but
Kilo, Echo, Yankee, Whiskey, airport information, Quebec, 0053, Kilo, Oscar,
Sorry about
Papa,
the volume
Foxtrot,
here.
airport information, Quebec, 0053, Zulu, weather, wind, 288 at 7, visibility,
Miami Center, good
10,
evening, Delta
sky clear,
922, check
temperature,
in with you, flight
5,
level
2.19,
346.
altimeter, 3001,
36 miles from Spring.
you have information, Quebec, Kilo.
Brig 4515, test around B Alpha.
2887. Built the airport diagram too.
Delta 812, clear direct Ramiro. Clear direct Romeo.
So we're probably gonna get 27
And
right.
what's calling to check in? Miami Center, Delta 922. 922, you're outside my airspace. You're in Jacksonville. They're closed, so frequency change proof. Is that off Unicom for Delta 922?
All
Good night.
right. So our avionics are programmed. Heading. Let's just say it's going to be 270. Heading mode. Good. Cool. Alright. Excellent. Get out to the movement area, leaving signature east here at and we'll just call them up here. Ooh. Probably Papa. Miami Center Arrow 1202 is ready to taxi here at Opa Locka.
Piper 02 Romeo, runway 27 right, taxi via November. The Miami altimeter 3002.
Okay, 27 right via November and 02 on the meter for 1202. Thanks.
Spraywind 3108, clear direct Junior.
Cool. Easy enough.
Direct Junior for 3108.
Beacons on. Don't need the lights on yet. Nice clear day here. Very nice. Taxi out via November. It's Papa. November here. At November 6th. Did a great flight from Oakland to Seattle today in the 737, the Zebo 738. So feels like I'm sitting really low here in the very, very familiar Arrow. And this is just a lot more. I don't know. It's not more enjoyable to fly, but it's just more familiar to fly. Let's just say. Get our view. Set here a little bit. Oh, that's too far away. There we go. That's more like it. All right. Back on center line. Although this is kind of like sitting down in a Mooney. Still feel like we're a little bit low, but that's fine. So radar vectors to Manatee. You know what we should do too? Let's just pop this open in VR and kind of put it over here. So we can use that. Alright. Slow down without screeching the brakes. Stopping slowly. Alright. There we go. Still trying to get the view correct. I think this is good enough. Sorry about all the jerkiness with the view. 302 is what he gave us. Actually, there we go. Nope, screeching tires. Cool. Alright. I think we're ready here. Give them a call.
It's loud and clear.
Miami Center Arrow to 1202 is holding short number 127 right.
Piper 1020 Romeo, fly runway heading, runway 27 right. Clear for takeoff. The wind is 280 at 5.
Okay, we'll fly runway heading and clear for takeoff 27 right. Arrow 1202, thanks. Alright. Lights. Camera set, action, mixture. Let's go. We didn't do a run up, but that's alright. We'll rotate at maybe 70 miles an hour. So that's like, actually, hang on one second. Is this in miles an hour? Yeah, miles an hour. So we'll rotate it about 70 miles an hour. Make sure trims are set. Well, let's see.
Number 120 Mike Delta, Miami Center. Say again your request.
Alright. Gauge screen. Airspeed.
Are you going through the class Bravo, or are you going to remain outside of it?
70. Rotate. Alright. Positive right. Gears coming up. Cool.
You say you're going to remain clear of the Bravo?
Runway heading gave us 2,000 feet.
Through it, okay. Say aircraft type?
Oop.
Aircraft 58.
Pilot on. One more.
Airwings 3108, descend and maintain 10,000. 10,000 for Spirit Wind 3108. Number 1202 Romeo, radar contacts, altitude passing.
And passing 1,800 for 102 Romeo. I'm sorry, passing 800 for 102 Romeo.
There we go, that sounds a lot better. Number 1202 Romeo, climb maintain 8,000.
Up to 102 Romeo, thanks, sorry about that.
Number 120 Mike Delta, you're cleared through the Miami class Bravo airspace. Maintain VFR at or below 2,500, squawk 4614.
And up to 8,000.
Can you repeat that, please? Number 120 Mike Delta, cleared through the Miami class Bravo airspace. Maintain VFR at or below 2,500, squawk 4614.
Not looking good here.
Roger, November 120 Mike Delta.
I need a readback.
One moment.
Drops back to about 2,500. Sorry, 2,500 RPM. Lean a little bit here in the climb.
Spirit 3108, expect the Alice, runway 30 Miami, altimeter 3002.
Fuel pump can come off. Landing can come off at this point.
Expecting Alice, can I request 27?
Looking good here.
Spirit 3108, expect the Alice 27 approach.
Alright. Looking good here. Nice departure.
November 120 Mike Delta, clear through Miami Bravo airspace below 2,500, squawking 4614.
Gauges look
Number
good.
120 Mike Delta, verify the squawk is 4614, 4614.
Turn him down a little bit.
4614 confirmed.
Sure, we're going to
120 Mike Delta, thank you, Rebecca.
get direct Manatee pretty soon here. Probably once it's outside of Miami arrivals. Go ahead and kill the airport diagram. get a turn to the south here pretty soon. Very nice. Good job here. Alright. Good cruise climb here. 900 feet per minute. That's a little much. About 750. Get that airspeed back up to about 120 miles an hour. Looking good. Very nice. Got a marker going off here. Not sure why. Go ahead and turn that off. We don't need that. Yeah, looking good.
Number 2070 Romeo, cross Canoa at and maintain level 260.
Looking good.
Level 260.
That's pretty much what it looks like in the actual Arrow. This is just a great model. Never did yell clear prop. That's alright.
Number 1202 Romeo, turn left heading 210.
Left 210, 1202 Romeo. Alright. Left 210. Excellent. 4,000. 4,000 more to go here. There's Miami down there. How's everybody doing back there? Good? A lot more leg room in the Arrow 3 than in the 1969 Arrow that I fly. Probably about that much more leg room. Very good. The ATC at Key West.
Miami Center, November
Kilo Echo
120,
Yankee.
Mike Delta, ready to taxi.
Kilo Echo Yankee.
120 Mike Delta, runway 27, taxi via Echo.
3 Zulu weather
Correction, runway 27, left, taxi via Echo.
6 visibility 10 sky condition 1,800 scatter temperature 25 dew point 23 altimeter 3003 advise on initial contact that you have
November 120, Mike Delta, 27 left, taxi, runway
350.
Sorry,
Kilo
November 120, Mike Delta, taxi to 27 left via Echo.
Terrain 31 away, turn right heading 360, vector final, descend and maintain 6,000. Turn right,
Probably gonna
360 and 6,000.
7.
Number 1202 Romeo, clear direct Key West Airport.
1202, clear direct airport. Thanks. Awesome.
Number 2070 Romeo, you're leaving airspace to the south. Havana Center is closed for change approved.
Alright. Nav. Direct Key West. Sweet. And we're off. Passing 6 for 8. Looking good. Right. Go ahead and reduce that a little bit. I'm gonna get too slow here. We're at full. Full manifold pressure. Lean a little bit more here. Excellent. Alright. 103 3 miles to Key West, so might as well already start planning our descent. It's not that far. I think the elevation is probably sea level here. Yeah, it's sea level. Going to be at about 1,000 feet. So now we want to be at 1,500 feet, so call it 2,000 feet. 12 miles away, so 8 minus 2 is 6. 6 times 5, the rule of 5. 30 miles. And plus about 10. About 40 miles from Key West we'll start our, we'll probably want to start our descent. 7,000 for 8. Again, that's 8. I know about 2. 6 times 5, 30. I'll call it about 35 miles. Start our descent. Nice flight today. Wow, weather's perfect. So much easier in this aircraft than in the Zevo. Although the 738 takes care of a lot of the automation for you, obviously, VNav and all that.
Spirit Wings 3108 is 16 miles from Sarko. Turn left, heading 300. Maintain 3000. This is localized clear for the Atlas from 27 French.
Let's actually turn that off. Yeah. Nav.
Turning 300 and descent to 3000 and to establish for the ILS 27 and clear for the ILS 27 approach.
Approaching glide slope or armed, that's kind of odd. Not sure we want that. That's good. Get ready to level off here at 800 to go. Altitude alerter would have probably gone off by now. It's fine. Get ready to arm out. Hold it right there. Very good. And lean for 10 gallons an hour-ish. Perfect. 8,000 in the cruise, direct Key West. Nice. So probably at 40 miles out, start a nice 500 foot per minute descent into the airport. 96 miles to go.
North Jackson, center's close when you get your birth.
Very nice. Very, very nice right here.
Good that you went to going over to Unicom to you.
Oil pressure's good, temp's good, got lots of fuel. Fuel pressure's good. Probably just started timing for the fuel change, but when it gets down to about 15 gallons in the left, we'll cut it over to the right. And it'll be good.
Spirit Wings 3108, Miami Center is closing. You can continue on Unicom 22 today.
Miami Center's closing, bummer.
Unicom, thanks for the service. See you next time, Spirit Wings 30.
Number 1202, Romeo, Miami Center is closing. Monitor Unicom 122.9. Have a good day.
Okay, over to Unicom for November 1202. Thanks for the help tonight. Good night. 122.
Central Aircraft Miami Center is now closed. Aircraft District can see Monitor Unicom 122.8.
Alright, well, no more ATC. That's fine. 22.8. There we go. Well, this will be a pretty quick flight. Just enjoy the scenery, I guess. Cruise checklists would be fuel pumps, landing lights off, trims set, autopilot's on, mixture is lean for cruise, and yeah, we're just good. We're good here. We'll just take the, I guess we'll just fly the RNAV into 27, I don't know, whatever. 3 was the altimeter. Let's actually put this here where we would normally have it. Normally we'd have my iPad, soon to be iPad mini, right here on the yoke. Just put it here. I think it's a little bit better, easier in this airplane. Pull up our map. Yeah, we're just going to get a lot of the, I guess, what is this? Swamps of Florida here, South Florida, until we reach the coast, and then a little bit of open water. Direct Key West. Maybe what we'll do is just give ourselves a, let's pull up the, let's run our own nav, do the RNAV. Yeah, I'll do the ILS 27, right? And that's what happened here. West. Procedure. Select approach. Why are these for? Let's do one thing here. That's not right. Let's sync the heading bug. Go heading mode here for a second. Menu. Delete flight plan. It's giving us approaches into Opa Locka for some reason. It's maybe a bug. Normally it wouldn't be like that. West. There we go. RNAV 27. Not exactly how the real 430 works, but that's fine. Just go direct burpee. There we go. Let's nav it. Alright, so we'll just go right to burpee intersection and then just fly the RNAV. It's all visual anyway. But still, we want to come down about 6,000 feet, so. From burpee, then it's 30. That's it. So we set our minimums here. 253 feet. I don't think we're going to need the approach. See what the weather is.
Kilo Echo Yankee Whiskey Airport information Victor 0153 Zulu weather wind 347 at 6 visibility 10 sky condition 1800 scatter temperature 25 dew point 23 altimeter 3003 advise on initial contact.
Well, it's kind of a crosswind, but that's fine. I'll handle it. Not big of a deal. There's the coast. Looking good. Another what, 35 miles or so of our descent. Like I said, quick flight. Sorry for all the reaching around here. There we go. Can do a VR external view. I'm going to turn the external audio down because this might get loud. Let's see. I'm going to put this down to about there. All right, let's see if we can do this. View, external, chase. All right, watch your ears. That's not bad. There we go. Not bad. There's the Arrow. The mighty Piper Arrow. Nice. I'm not sure what this landscape is. I would imagine lots of alligators is what I imagine is down there. Very good. It's pretty much how you sit in the Piper Arrow too, a little bit hunched over. No, I'm kidding. It's actually pretty roomy up front. Very nice. South Florida. About to cross over the coast there. Excellent. Alright. Back in the cockpit. Alright, I'm going to be right back. Going to take a quick break. Something you can't really do in the actual Piper Arrow unless you have a little bottle with you, which I actually do. Let's back up here. Let's see, what does that set to? 3, yeah, that's probably good enough. No need to rip everybody's ears. Rip headphones, rip ears. Alright. Looking good. I'll be right back, folks. Sorry about that. Back. Just beautiful. This is just a great airplane to fly. I mean, it is in the sim, VFlyteAir. I mean, it's just, it flies like the real Arrow. It just really does. And again, I think I mentioned this on a different stream, but I mean, this avionics, this Aspen is really well done. It's just, I mean, it's pretty accurate. It's not, I mean, it's not exactly like the real thing, but I mean, I actually used this airplane, the VFlyteAir airplane, you know, in the sim, just for familiarization and a little bit of proficiency for my real airplane, which, you know, it's got the GNS 430, it's got the Aspen, doesn't have this autopilot, but it's close enough. I mean, it flies so similar to the Arrow that I have. Now I have an older model. I've got the 69, which is the short body Arrow, what they call the Hershey bar wing. It doesn't have, so you see the wing on the Arrow 3 has, the root is a little bit different, and just the leading edge is not straight. I don't know how to describe it. I'm not an aeronautical engineer, but on my Arrow, you know, the initial, I guess, the root edge is the same, but then, I mean, the wing just kind of goes out like it's called the Hershey bar wing. I mean, just picture a Hershey bar, a bar of chocolate. It's a rectangle. And this one is accurate to the Arrow 3, which has a different wing. So, you know, that being said, you know, this flies a little differently than the plane that I have. But the flight model is just great. This one floats, and I'm not saying this against the flight model, you know, for the Arrow 3, the VFlyteAir, but this one will float a little more than my airplane does. But the Hershey bar Arrow, the older models, are known to not float at all. In fact, it does the opposite of floating. It'll drop like a brick when you pull the power out. It drops through ground effect like nothing else. This one you could fly, you could pull the power out, and it will float a little more, you know, in the flare. The older Arrows, the Arrow, just the original one, the PA-28R200, and I think the PA-28R200 up through maybe 72 will just drop, pull the power out, and it'll fall through ground effect, so you can't pull the power out in the flare like you can in this one. Not saying this flies like a 172, but it'll float a little more, so you just have to kind of be aware of that. But no, great flight model, just a great airplane to fly, and super fun too on flights like this. I mean, come on, right? Smash that like button. Is what a real streamer would say. Subscribe, I guess, if you want. Subscribe and comment, and maybe we'll fly more GA stuff like the Arrow, or the I flew the JP Evolution C90 King Air mod. That's a blast to fly. Kind of shorter hops in VR. The Zebo, the Tolus 321, 319. Those are awesome to fly in VR, but that's like a 2-hour flight, you know, in VR. I'm not sure. You know, nobody wants to sit through that. Nobody wants to sit through even this, to be honest, but, you know, on stream or watching a recording of it. But up here, I say up here, that's how good the immersion is. I said up here because it feels like I am up here. It feels like I am at 8,000 feet, about to cross over the coast into the Gulf of Mexico on my way to Key West. Up here, you know, I don't mind flying this for an hour, hour and a half. Kind of like the real Arrow. I mean, honestly, if nothing more than like 2 hours, and the real Arrow gets, man, that's you know, the range will get you there. The range will go 3-4 hours, but you know, physically and just what I can stand physiologically, I guess, let's say, before I have to stop and take a break. Yeah, I'm good for like 2 hours, maybe 3. You know, Myrtle Beach, I'll do that flight. That's 3 hours. But man, that's my absolute limit. Let's do another external shot. This is too cool. All right, turn this down a little bit more again. It's kind of loud out there. Look at that. I mean, come on. Some likes, some subscribes, something, right? I mean, that's just awesome. Look at that. That doesn't get much more real than that. I'm not sure about that hole in the cloud, but I mean, that view right there, flying out over the coast on our way to Key West. Yeah, like, subscribe. Come on, guys. That's awesome. Yeah, this makes me wish that I was flying right now in real life. In fact, if I didn't have stuff to do tomorrow, I probably would go fly. Well, I don't live near Florida, but yeah, this makes me want to go fly the Arrow. I mean, that's just nice. I might get a screenshot of that. That's awesome. Yeah, that's sweet. That is sweet. Wow. All right. We're getting closer to TOD. I gotta get hold of the audio settings here. Pop that back up. I think that's probably pretty good right there. 89-ish on the audio settings. I'm not a professional streamer. There's probably more graceful ways to do that. Alright, we're almost to our calculated TOD, the burpee. We have no ATC, so we're just gonna send ourselves through this little batch of IMC. This is the kind of IMC I like to fly through, just kind of punching through a layer. No ice, no turbulence, just nice. There might be a little bit of bumps here if these are, you know, if these are cumulus, might get a little bit of bumps, but yeah, nice light IMC. One of the great reasons to get your instrument rating if you're a private pilot, like I was, and you know, I rolled right into my instrument rating, and it just opens up a lot of opportunities to fly that, you know, maybe you'd be grounded if, you know, there's a layer, it's, you know, spring or fall, and there's like a thin overcast, but you can't fly, but you want to go somewhere. Well, it's your instrument rating, you know, punch through the layer. Maybe set your personal minimums still pretty high, so you're not shooting approaches to minimums. But maybe fly on an MVFR day, you know, ceilings are at, you know, 1300. You know, punch down through, shoot an ILS, break out at, you know, 1200 feet. You know, easy peasy. If you do it right, you know, obviously get training. You know, don't do that as a non-instrument rated pilot. That's what gets people killed. You know, flying through clouds and they don't know, you know, how to keep their scan up and get disoriented. You know, graveyard spiral and auger in, metal plate the side of a mountain. But, you know, get your instrument rating, get trained, and then maybe open up a new world of flying possibilities. It's awesome. And it's so fun once you get trained and get your IR and, you know, fly through that little layer. Maybe it's You know, a little overcast on the ground. Ceilings are at 1500. Take off, punch through, and man, you better have your sunglasses. Ask me how I know. Don't forget your sunglasses when you're flying on a cloudy day. You punch through that layer and man, you get blinded. All right, well, I think we're about at TOD. Let's go ahead and set our altitude bug here. Yep. Down to 1500. And let's start our descent. Like I said, about 500, and we can't dial in 500 feet per minute, so we'll just dial that in. Bring the power back here, help out our autopilot. This 500-ish foot per minute descent. Yeah, you can't really dial in. It's either 600 or 450. We'll go with 600. Maybe when we get closer, we'll dial in 400. Burpee. Here with this layer, we would sort of need, well, we would either need to be on an IFR flight plan, or we would stay on top until we cleared these clouds, and then we'd sort of dive down. VFR, we would not be doing this. Going down to about 1500. Yeah, this is pretty good right here. Take a look at what we have here. Somewhere, yeah, there we go. There's the keys over there to the south. Very nice. I love this airplane. Virtual airplane and the actual airplane. It's just so fun to fly. It is, what do they say? There's a saying, the Arrow does nothing great. How's it go? It doesn't do anything amazing, but it does everything pretty good. Meaning, whatever your, within tolerances and reason, whatever your, mission, and I use air quotes for mission, I hate that word, but, whatever your, reason for flying is, the Arrow does it good. Like, there are some planes that are really, really good at going super fast. But maybe they're a bit harder to land, or they're really slippery when it comes to the descent, or they don't handle very well, or they don't have enough room to carry 2 or 3. Now sometimes 4 you can get in my Arrow, or the range is great, or the range isn't very. Anyway, long story short, the Arrow just does everything good enough within reason. And again, this plane is not going to go from Boston to Florida without stopping for fuel, or the passengers losing their minds. But it'll go, it'll go from, the DC area to Myrtle Beach pretty easily in 3 hours. I mean, drive that. That's like an 8-hour drive, maybe 9 with traffic. I-95. Ask me how I know that. Anyway. Excellent. Trying to put my head outside of the cockpit here. Kind of a relaxing airplane to fly to. I mean, again, real life in addition to the sim. Watch your ears. Sorry about this. Carbonated water here. Just very relaxing, fun. I always look forward to flying the Arrow. Actually, I always look forward to getting into the VFlyteAir Arrow too. It's funny. I was doing a stream. All right, number one, I did a flight as part of just a kind of a group stream flight from Oakland to Seattle in the 737, and it was awesome. Loved it. there were 100 airplanes on VATSIM. I mean, no exaggeration. It was mayhem, and it was fun and awesome. And the 737, 738, you know, with all the automation, I mean, it's actually not, from a sim perspective, not very hard to fly, I'll say. I mean, it was fine. Just manage the automation, stay ahead of the airplane like you would any airplane, and you're fine. Great. Landed in Seattle, no problem, right on time. A couple of vectors, had a change of runway, a little bit of stress, whatever. Landed, shut down, you know, shut down the sim, got something to eat. Figured, all right, the night is young, let's fly from Chicago to Denver. That sim was all lit up. Great, let's do it. It was like a 2.5 hour flight though, sitting up there in cruise, and you know what? My X-plane crashed. Honestly, I think because of it's my fault. I don't think it was X-plane's fault. Overclock settings I still need to work out. I was kind of happy when it crashed. I'm like, do I really want to sit up here in this, you know, in this plane for another hour and a half in VR? So I said, you know, let's just do let's do a flight in the Arrow, like a manageable, you know, semi-realistic, actually very realistic flight to the Keys. Let's do it. And I was looking forward to it. And it's super fun. So, anywho, let's see how we're doing here. We've got 21 miles to Burpee. Yeah, we got about 4-ish thousand feet. We'll probably hit 4,000. Yeah, we're good. We're a little bit high, or rather, we're a little bit low. So we're going to be at Burpee at 1,500. Burpee's still like 19 miles away, so 4,000 times 5 is 20. More like 4,000 minus 2. So 2 times 5 is 10. Yeah, we can shallow out that descent rate a little bit. Oop. Ah, darn it. VR. I think I just hit, oh boy, yeah, now this is just VR screwing me up here, vertical speed. Let's go to 450. There we go. I'm going to put you here. Now a little IMC, alright. Head is in the instruments. Watching the AI. Altimeter, AI, airspeed, although we have a nice EFIS here. Bring that manifold pressure back a little bit. We're kind of cooking it in here, huh? Enriching the mixture a little bit. Head is in the panel, not looking outside. Not getting disoriented. 3,500 for 2, or for 15 rather. Very nice. And looks like we're at 1. Yeah, we're a little fast, I think. Bring us back a little bit more. Throttle's a little touchy. Very nice. Yeah, in real IMC, I'm not doing this. I'm not whip your head around and get all disoriented. Nope, just in the panel. 500 foot per minute descent rate, looking really good. I see the ground down there in my periphery. I'm not whipping my head around to look at it though. 3,000 coming up. Seeing more of the ground, very good. And full pressure's about 2,000. In my Arrow, I pull it back to about 21 inches. Sorry, 2,000. I always screw that up with the manifold pressure. Breaking out now. Excellent. Look at that. Just that is very, very realistic, folks, in terms of entering and breaking out of IMC, a pretty thin layer on an approach. That is pretty realistic. that's not, but just, well, that's not. Alright, that's supposed to be. Alright, back in the panel. Or back in IMC. I'm not sure what that was, but initially that was very realistic. Let's enrich the mixture a little bit more. The send checklist basically is, oh shoot, you know what we didn't do? You know what we didn't do? Checklists. Look at that. Left tank versus right tank. We did not switch tanks, so we're on the right tank now. We would basically go fuel pump on, monitoring flow, and fuel pressure. All looks good, and then fuel pump off. Yeah, now we're on the right tank. Whoops, that's my fault. I usually have a timer, actually, that tells me when to switch tanks. Now, that wouldn't have been, like, dangerous and deadly because we have, you know, more than 10 gallons left in the lap. But in terms of balance, yeah, you want to, this would actually really irritate me. I've never actually done this, but yeah, we have way too much gas in the right tank. So we'll just leave it burning off the right now. It's fine. And we're almost to the altitude that we want to be at. You know what? Let's be at 1500 at Burby. This is pretty much all visual at this point. They would be saying, "Hey, airport is, 20 miles, 2 o'clock. You know, report airfield in sight." Visual, pretty much at this point. Maybe not yet, but we would definitely be getting the visual. It's 1500, and we're almost there. This is maybe Marathon. I forget what the keys are. I've only been to the keys a couple times, and it's like Marathon, and then you drive across that bridge over there, and then that terminates at Key West. So, all right. Sip of our carbonated water here. Pretty much what the keys look like, though. Here, I'm not sure if this is Fork Boy or the orthos that I made. Oh, you know what? And we are shooting through 1500. That's another difference. This autopilot won't hold like an out select, so mixture is good. You could probably just activate the E-City waypoint. What is that? What's this? Menu. Activate leg. Alright, now we're on the approach. We're going direct to this key city. Key waypoint. Pitch angle is kind of weird. Pull the prop back to 2400. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, that's cruise checklist. Probably should have pulled the prop back and squared it off at 2400. Anyway, I'm not sure why we're going so slow here. Huh. It's actually odd. Flaps are down. Gear is up, and we're only doing 120 knots. That's not accurate, but that's fine. I'm not sure why this still says glide slope and approach either. Maybe that's what's screwing us up here. That's alright. We're kind of slow. go ahead and firewall the throttle, I guess. Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, we should be doing more than 120 knots. Or 120 miles an hour, rather. Who's that yelling at us for? Do we have icing or something? There's no chance we have icing. 20 degrees. Alright. Because we are on the approach, a little more IMC. Here we go. Are we? Wait, we're at 3,000. Oh, wow. Whoops. Alright. We need to get down. Huh. Maybe what we'll do is just hand fly this. Yeah, let's hand fly. So, fuel pumps come on when it comes on. Now the speed jumped up. Airport can say. Yeah, I see the runway, it's fine. Watch that descent right there, right? Sorry about your ears, passengers. They just rip eardrums. That Air Force Base is pretty accurately modeled. Let's see what they're planning here. Even if we're on the visual, I do like to still load the approach and then activate the basically the final approach course, just so I can get green diamond guidance, or if it's an ILS, I'll get, you know, pink diamond guidance. Even on a visual, it just helps. Make sure you're on the right glide slope or glide path. Down. How far away are we from the runway? 5 miles. You're down. The approach speed's 100 miles an hour, 90 knots. Trade a little bit of altitude for airspeed here. Very good. Very nice. First natch of flops. Just let it come down. Good. Easy game. I inspect the center line. We do have a crosswind. It's a terrible one. You can see the crab that I have in. A little more power. Power for altitude, pitch for airspeed, right? Just like we learned in primary school. Looking good. A little low. For visual. 2.5 miles. Like a natch of flops. 90 knots. Coming down. There we go. Very nice. Good model here. That is pretty accurate. That is really accurate in terms of how this plane behaves. Little crosswind. Bad. Keeping it coming down with power at this point. Pitching down for a little more airspeed and to get a little lower. Perfect. All right. Gumps check. We're good. Red, blue, green. Fixtures in, props in. Gear down 3 green. I already know that the gas, the G in the gumps is set because I forgot to set it earlier. So looking good, little high. The natural flops. Full flops. And we're high. Drop like a stone. Catch it with power though. Don't fall too fast. 80 miles an hour. Perfecto. Kick out that crab a little bit. There we go. Oh, and the skidding, why the skidding, why? Alright, the ground handling is a little meh, but all good. Yeah, ground handling's a little wonky, but that's alright. Great flight. Key West, welcome to Key West, everybody. Get your bathing suits ready. Trying to keep it on center line here. Very nice. Alright, oh, didn't make any radio calls. Whoops. Sorry, Unicom. Oh well. Sweet. Yeah, that wasn't the best landing. There's a helicopter over there. It's kind of cool. Never seen that before. Alright. Fuel pump off, landing light off. Good. Let's see where we're gonna park. There's a fuel truck racing out to meet us. Very nice. Park right in front of the terminal, VIP style. That's how we do it with the Piper Arrow. Just park it right in front of the Gulf Streams and the Citations. Then figure it out. Or 172, whatever that is. Alright, we're here. Shutdown procedure is pretty easy. Avionics off. And there we go. Master off. Mags off. Take a look. Oh yeah, there's Very nice. Piper Arrow 3. Welcome to Key West. Wow, look at this weather. Oh, and I mean, come on. Look at that. Pulling up to meet us. Of course. Mercedes-Benz. Whoa, hey, easy there. Whoa, 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 hey, oi, hey, jeez. Rip. All right, well, see you back on the desktop. I'm jumping out of VR. That was too close for me. All right, see you back there. Hold on, stand by.
Whew, okay, back. Just out of the hospital for my injuries sustained due to that limo driver that ran me over. Holy cow. Alright, let's take a look at the replay. Probably wasn't the best. Whoop, whoop. Look at that little Piper Arrow just sitting there. Nice. Alright, let's pop open the replay and take a look. Alright, BatSim disconnected. I forgot we were even on BatSim. Alright. Circle. Let's go backwards in time here a little bit. It's a good looking plane. Okay. Turn this down a little bit. Get your ears. Alright, let's see. Eesh. Little bit of a crosswind. I thought I handled it okay. Maybe not. Landing actually wasn't that great. There's more flops coming in. Pulling out some power. Just like I said, makes this thing drop like a stone. Good center line. Ah. I'd take it. That wasn't that bad. I have had worse landings in the actual Arrow. These oleo, there go the flaps coming up. These oleo struts can take it. Cool. All right. Well. Thanks for watching, and if you liked it, hit like. If you want to see more, hit subscribe, and we'll do more maybe in the Piper Arrow, or maybe the Phenom, or the King Air, the C90. More of these smaller airplanes. Maybe the 145, the X-Crafts. We'll do that one next. I don't know. We'll see. But like, subscribe, whatever. Thanks for watching. Maybe you watched the departure and skip the rest and watch the landing. Maybe you caught some of the cool orthos. Whatever. But thanks. See you next time.